16 years. We'll also do short videos. Maybe it's in focus, maybe not. Maybe you can see the blue on the black. Everything is good. Yes, the pivot is, Skiff bearings, sorry. Skiff, 6 millimeter pivot in this. 13 ball ceramic. I believe the OD is 420, 422 inches. 0.420, 0.422 inches. Once again, 6 millimeter goes on the pivot that comes in this one. 6 millimeter, 13 ball ceramic. They are about $13 for a set, for a pair. Well worth your time and money, so you don't have these garbage stamped bearings in there. Garbage stamped 9-ball. Maybe they're ceramic, I don't know, but it's still a stamped race and they're garbage. 13-ball skiffs, $13, $1 per ball. Amazing. And then you get that action. You don't feel any grittiness, it's just completely smooth. And yes, I grease the pivot like I said earlier. Any moving or rotating parts, put a little grease on there. Little bit of oil on the balls. You don't want them to collect dirt and dust. See, this is smooth. Right to there. Locks out. If I want to do it faster, good lockout. But normally, you just do that. That's about it, folks. Hopefully there were some shots in focus here that showed off this way of knife blackening job. Tried to keep it in the sunlight here just to show it off better. Nice milled clip. Yeah, the clip, when you take it apart, you'll notice it has two raised bosses, where the real one actually has drilled holes and pins that keep this from shifting left and right, which I agree. I actually like them when they're machined in the way they are on this one. Very, very cool. Well, you can get something exactly like this. And by the way, the sun is moving. I see somebody now has bought up a few of these from Lemifshe or whatever the other one is, and they're selling them for about $2.25, something like that. Keep in mind, they're getting these for 90 something. With the extra I did from Way of Knife, that was an extra 110 or whatever. I paid them to do, they do beautiful work, and they did one of my knives a couple of years ago. I went back to them. They do fantastic work, so I will pay that little bit extra money. Between that and the skiffs and the Way of Knife darkening job here, and the $90 Lemifshe knife, yeah, all in, $2.25, $2.30, and you're going to have to wait a month and a half to get everything in, get it back from Way of Knife, put it back together, and then you're going to have this. Or you can just go on eBay and pay $200, $2.25. I think he might have come down now. Maybe he's charging $175 or something. So he's still, get these knives in, buy a bunch of them, and like almost double your money when you resell them on eBay. I did this one all myself though, and sent it off and got it back and put it back together. Isn't it pretty? I highly promote the Tyrant V3 here. It's a little brother. Little brother. I highly promote the Native 5, almost twin brother. I highly promote the Custom Knife Factory Evo 2. Big brother. But this one, I gotta admit, it's a super cool. The design is, it's perfect. Fits my big hands. Flat ground blade. It's a slicer. Do 98% of everything you need to do with a knife. And this is the prettiest one that exists. In my eyes. Yeah, I know there's some really nice ones out there, especially the genuines. I don't want to take anything away from them. They're just stupidly overpriced. But the golf putter pattern, a lot of people like that, and the anodizing. Anodizing doesn't cost that much, folks. It's not worth an extra $500 to $1,000 to get it fancified. You can send it to Way of Knife here, and they'll take care of you. That's about it. I hope you at least got a better look at this. Couple of still shots. Blue on black. Try to keep it in the sun. I didn't bother to do the backspacer a separate color. I gave them the two scales, the clip, and the backspacer, and said, okay, do your thing on them. Make them black and blue with a stonewash. And this obviously came out darker than the, if you look at the genuine one that's skeletonized and blackened and stonewashed, it has about half as this much color on it. I mean, you can really tell that it almost, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not a solid, almost a solid color like this. It's like they stonewashed half of the finish back off of it, something like that. Where's my son going? Way over here. Guess I've been talking too long. Yeah, so it is darker, which I like. I love this. I love the way it came out. I would prefer this over the one that's even more stonewashed and has more of the finish kind of stonewashed off of it. Very cool little mid-size pocket knife, worth every penny of $250 to $300. Beyond that, we're getting into yeah, much like my Evo 2 though. Much like my Evo 2 carbon fiber, this one's not available anymore, anywhere. I mean, there are no duplicates, clones, whatever. Or I might have gotten one of those. I'm glad I have the genuine one here, and I sprung for it. If I ever sell it, when I'm old and dying on my deathbed or something, I'll get the money back out of it, because this does not exist anywhere else except on secondary market. And even with that, I don't think it exists right now on the secondary market, because I've not seen one in the carbon fiber. Kind of rare. There are fully dressed versions and Timascus versions and the Evo 3s and 4s, but the Evo 2 in this marble carbon fiber is a unicorn. I'm glad I have it. Alright, last look. Last slow look here. I recommend it. I recommend you do what I did. And I don't think you'll be able to tell the difference between this and a real deal, genuine Rosie. Even if I had real deal, genuine Rosie here in hand, in this version, skeletonized, blackened, and you didn't tell me which one was which, Not sure which one I'd pick and say I like better. I mean, I've got the double ball detent down in there. I can't see it through the viewfinder on this camera, but I did not have any of that blackened or anything. I unscrewed it, I took it out, sent the scales in, just in pieces, and I put it all back together when it came in. So I just wanted the externals here and all these parts black and blued. You get the idea. Pretty good stone washing on this. Yeah, it'll pick up some oils and whatnot if you put your fingers on it, and you gotta wipe it back off like such. But there it is in the sunlight. Pretty nice stone washing. Good working finish. Okay. So if you can't get a couple of good shots from this video, you got a pretty good idea of the Lemifshe skeletonized version, the overall size, the differences, what can be done with it if you send it off to one of these knife modders. Way of Knife, a couple of years ago, they did a Shuro 95T for me. They bronzed it. I don't have it or pictures of it here right now. But I tried to do it myself. I screwed it up. I sent it to them. They made it beautiful. They are worth every penny. They know what they're doing. They've been around a few years. No hesitation using them. And that's it. See the really cool blue we're picking up here? Maybe as it wears a little bit, I don't know how it's going to look in a few years. Very, very cool little knife. And for what it cost me, I'm not going to sell it or get rid of it or anything. I like this bad boy. I like the size of this and the native. I mean, these are EDC knives that are pocketable.